guys, it's me again and welcome back for another workout video. Before we start this workout, I just want to take this time to share some really good news to all of you guys. Last week has been a really busy week for me. That's why I haven't been here for quite a while. I had a lot of rehearsals and preparation getting back into the show, and now I can finally and happily announce that I am back on the Lion King stage dancing and performing again. I did my opening night and my West End debut on the Lion King stage last Thursday, March 10, 2022, and that's exactly 8 months and a day since I got injured last year, and it has been the longest 8 months of my life. But I'm just really grateful to be back doing what I love again. I felt everybody's support during that night, my opening night. The entire cast was just really there to support me. I felt all the love. They were just there rooting for me, lifting my spirits up. So I'm really grateful to be back and dancing again and doing what I was meant to do. But of course, my recovery journey doesn't stop there. It's still gonna be a continuous journey for me, but being back on stage just really puts me in a different place, puts everything in a new light, and just gives me more hope that I will be able to regain my ankle strength that I used to have before. And that is why for today's workout, I'm gonna bring you an ankle strengthening workout. These are some of the exercises that helped me in my recovery. All of these exercises were recommended to me by our very amazing in-house physio. So I suggest if you're also suffering from an ankle injury, please make sure to consult a doctor, get your scans so that you know exactly what you're dealing with, because every injury is different. But I do hope that some of these exercises will help you in your recovery as well. So for this ankle strengthening workout, I will be using a chair or a bench if you have one at home, and also I will be using a mini loop resistance bands and a TheraBand as well. So if you have one of those at home, grab it and join me in this workout. For the first exercise in this workout, we're gonna do single leg squats. So sitting down on your chair or a bench or whatever you have at home, we're gonna stand up on a single leg and sit back down. Standing up. And 2. Now if you're just at the beginning of your recovery, you can use this leg to support you, just help you find your center and your balance first. And once you have it, you can lift it off the floor again. If you're feeling a little shaky, you can tap it, just find your center and just find your balance again. That's 3. Let's do 6 of these. Slowly and controlled. 4. Up. Now going down, make sure this knee is not going in like this. Make sure it's in place on top of your toes. 5. Standing up, pushing those heels against the floor. Last one, going down. That's 6. Now you can do 6 to 8 reps of this exercise, 2 to 3 sets. For the next exercise, we're gonna do single heel raises. So still sitting down on your chair, place your leg on a 90-degree angle. Then you're just gonna slowly lift your heels up and push your arches out as high as you can. Really feel that weight on the balls of your foot and bringing it back down. Really pressing your heels against the floor. Now for more stretch in your calf muscles and on the inner part of your ankles, you can bring your leg a little closer to you and really press your heels down against the floor. You'll feel more stretch in your calf muscles and your ankles as well when you do that. So lift your heels up and down. So depending on where you are in your recovery, you can adjust the placement of your foot to add more or lessen the intensity of the stretch in your ankles. Let's do 4 more of these. That's 1. Slowly bringing it back down. And 2. 2 more, 3, as high as you can. Last one, and 4, and down. And again, you can do 6 to 10 reps of this exercise, 2 to 3 sets. All right, for the next exercise, we're gonna be sitting down on the floor. As you can see, I have this TheraBand wrapped around one of the legs of our couch. If you have furniture heavy enough to support the resistance, you can do this as well. It can be a dining table or a heavy chair or whatever you have. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna wrap the TheraBand around the inside of my foot right here, and I'm just gonna pull my leg outwards to get that resistance. So my foot is on a flex, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pulse it out and bring it back to center, and out and center, making sure that you're not letting the TheraBand pull your foot in towards it, and you're really feeling that resistance. Pulse it out and bring it back to center. You can play along with the angle of your feet here. You can lower it down a bit to a midpoint and pulse it out and bring it back to center. And center, you can go back to a flex here. You can play around with these exercises, making sure that you're only moving your feet and not your legs. So make sure you don't turn in your whole leg, focusing the movement on your feet and in your ankle. Let's do a couple more of these. 1 and 2, 2 more, 3, and 4. Another exercise you can do in this position, let me just fix my TheraBand, is a simple point and flex. So wrapping the TheraBand around the inside of your foot, pull it outwards, get that resistance, and we're just gonna do simple point and flex. Point, really feeling that stretch on top of your foot, and flex, feeling that stretch at the back of your ankles and your calf muscles. Point as much as you can, articulate that foot, and flex. Let's do 4 more. 1, and flex, point, that's 2, and flex, 3, last one, maximize that stretch, point as hard as you can, and flex, articulate that foot, feel the stretch in your calf muscles. We're gonna do the same exact exercise, but I'm gonna show you another option that you can do using a mini loop resistance band. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna wrap, let me face this side, I'm gonna wrap the mini loop resistance bands around both my feet, and now as you can see, I have the resistance bands wrapped around the outer part of my foot. So the exercise previously, we had the resistance bands wrapped around the inner part. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do the same exercises with the resistance bands wrapped around the outer part of your ankle, and using your other foot as anchor. So we're gonna do the same exercise. So pulse it out and bring it back to center, and out to center. Again, you can play with the angle of your feet here, bringing it down to a midpoint, and out and center. You can go back to a flex. Let's do 4 more, and 2, and 3, and 4. Now let's go do that point and flex. Articulate your feet, making sure you're keeping that resistance. Don't let your foot be pulled in towards your other foot, making sure that it's in the right angle. Point and flex. Let's do 4 more. 1, flex and point, flex. 2 more. 3, last one. As hard as you can, point and flex. All right, for the next exercise, we're gonna do some heel raises. So get your chair as a support, put it in front of you, and just stand in front of it. So we're gonna do double heel raises first. We're gonna do 8 reps of each. So slowly lift your heels up. That's 1. Slowly bring it back down. And 2. And 3. And 4. I still do these exercises as warm up before I go on stage. It really helps to warm up my ankles, my calf muscles, and just really stretch it out. That's 7. Last one, as high as you can. And 8. Next up, we're gonna do single heel raises. So I'm gonna do it on my right ankle. Bring it down. Let's do 8 of these too. 1 and 2 and 3. I remember how hard this exercise was at the beginning of my recovery. I couldn't even lift my heels this high. I could only lift it like this high, and that was already very painful for me. So being able to really lift my heels this high at this point is really an achievement for me. So wherever you are in your injury, in your recovery, just be patient with yourself. It will all come. I still don't have the full range of my heel raises, but getting here from where I was 8 months ago is already an achievement. Let's do 2 more. 1, bring it down, control going down. Last one, as high as you can, and down. Next up, we're just gonna roll our feet. So put your both feet down on the floor. So we're gonna start with a double heel raise. From here, we're gonna bend our knees, slowly push those heels down on the floor, keeping your knees bent. Feel the stretch on your calf muscles and your ankle, and stretch it up. We're gonna reverse that. We're gonna start with the bent knee, pushing your arches out, lifting your heels up, stretching your knees, pulling up, and really, really lifting those heels up as high as you can, and pressing it back down. That's 1. Heels up and bend, down and stretch, reverse, bend, heels up and stretch, heels down. That's 2. Up, bend, heels down and stretch, reverse, bend, heels up and stretch. That's 3. Let's do 1 last. Up, push your arches out as high as you can, down and stretch and bend and up and stretch. For the next exercise, let's put our chair away. We're gonna do some airplane exercises. This is really good for your glutes, your ankle stability as well, and your balance. So standing on one leg, we're gonna try and go to a flat back, slowly and controlled. Your hands stretch down towards the floor, your knees slightly bent. And once you found your balance, you're gonna put your hands to the side and slowly stretch that knee to an airplane position. Stay here for a while, make sure you're finding your balance, and we're going back down. That's 1. Let's do 5 of these. And stretch up as slowly as you can. 3. 2 more. 4, find your balance. Last one. You're gonna feel your legs and your glutes firing up with this exercise. And 5. Now staying in this position for more challenge. Make sure you find your center. Twist your body. Just to a comfortable angle. Keeping that balance. And go back to center. This is really good for your ankles. And twist to the other side. Just as much as you can, don't force it. And go back to center. And stretch up, shake it off. That should really fire your whole legs, your glute, and your ankles as well. Now for the last exercise for this workout, we're gonna do some leg extends. So stand in your one leg, extend one leg to the front, find your balance as far as you can, and extend it to the side, and extend it to the back. And go back to the side, and repeat. Now you can put your hands on your waist here if that feels more comfortable for you, or you can put it in front of you if you can find your balance more with your hands in front of you, or on your side. Completely up to you. And side. Let's do 2 more of this. Front and side and back. Find your balance and side. Last one. Front side, back, and side. Woo! And that's it. Those are the ankle strengthening exercises that helped me throughout my recovery. I still do most of it regularly as warm-up before I go on stage. So I really do hope that these exercises also help you with your recovery. Please don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe, and of course leave a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are after doing this workout, or if you want me to do other workouts in the future as well. And of course I hope to see you all again next time. Bye!